Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Truba Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Newly appointed Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture Gayton McKenzie of the Patriotic Alliance defends the Afrikaans version of the national anthem called Die Stem. McKenzie says Die Stem is part of who South Africans were and what they have become. Hello, my name is Reneilwe Morema and I am your host right here on the African Diaspora News Channel, reporting live from Johannesburg, South Africa. Sports, Arts and Culture Minister Gayton McKenzie has defended the inclusion of Die Stem in the national anthem against calls by the EFF for its removal or its replacement. McKenzie says he will not remove any part from our national anthem because it is who South Africa has become. It is part of our identity and he would like to preserve that. In his response to the EFF, McKenzie said he will protect the national anthem. Die Stem's inclusion is such an expression of how far we have come as a nation. McKenzie says he sang the Afrikaans part as loud as he did the other traditional vernacular South African languages. He continues to say that he is not ashamed to support Die Stem being part of the national anthem as he believed South Africa has moved on from apartheid. We have forgiven and forgotten. We are in the new democracy of South Africa and there is no point in letting the EFF take us back to that dark ages. South Africa is not there anymore, says Gayton McKenzie. Speaking to journalists after the budget vote debate, McKenzie continued to say reconciliation comes with pain and sacrifices. White people are part of South Africa whether the EFF likes it or not. Whites have contributed a lot. White people are doing a lot for Black kids. This is what McKenzie said to the journalist. McKenzie continues to say that he will not be part of people who nurse the egos of people that want to be politically correct and take us back to the apartheid era.
Guys, it has been 10 long years and we still have people asking the same question over and over again as to why the EFF refused to sing the Stem, or the Afrikaans part of the national anthem. Now guys, this is clearly one that we can't get wrong. It has been emphasized over and over again by the EFF that there's a huge difference between not wanting to sing the Stem and not wanting to sing in Afrikaans, which is not the case. Now, for those who don't know yet, Die Stem, the Afrikaans part of the national anthem, is a symbol of our painful past here in South Africa. It's a heritage of the apartheid government. When I say a heritage of the apartheid government, it was the national anthem of the apartheid government. It was sang during a time that our mothers and fathers, our grandparents, and all Black people who were oppressed by the apartheid government were being tortured and killed. Die Stem was brought about in the 1950s until 1994. When the new government took over in South Africa, the anthem was then amended to the new South African National Anthem in 1997, which means a part of the apartheid government's national anthem, which was sang during a time our parents and grandparents and all Black people were being tortured, was amended in the national anthem that we are singing today. Think of it in this way. The oppressors of Black people in South Africa sang that song while they were busy torturing and killing our Black people during apartheid. And then after 1994, this Stem gets amended into the national anthem so that it can still be sang by the oppressors in the new South Africa. It's just they're letting the oppressed sing it with them. It's actually sick. Now, to our adults and to our elderly people, I know that a lot of you know very well that the Stem was sang during apartheid. You know very well that the Stem was the apartheid government's national anthem. But you still fail to tell us as youth, you still fail to tell your kids, your grandkids, that the Stem that is sang in the national anthem was actually sang during a time that we were being tortured, during a time that we were being oppressed in South Africa. I really fail to understand how any Black person in South Africa would be okay with singing Die Stem, knowing very well that that was a song that was used and sang during the apartheid government. So yeah, guys, next time you see the EFF sitting down during this Stem, know that it is because We refuse to sing the heritage or to uphold the heritage of an apartheid government, which is still being sang in our national anthem.
Let us dissect what is the stem, or should I say, what is the stem? What is the history there that got the EFF riled up and making them sit down when it's time to sing that part in the national anthem? Why should the people of South Africa be concerned? The answer is, the stem was sung in celebration of killing black people. The stem is not the Afrikaans version we should be singing in the national anthem. In the symbol of a united South Africa, the stem is a political song which cemented white Afrikaner superiority. And they were singing this song when they were torturing our black people. In Flag Plus, a white-only land, where the white people were having black people encaged, having black people informally imprisoned, they would throw a barbecue, they would get drunk because they are drunkards. When they get drunk with the intoxication of the smell of the meat, they start singing the stem, celebrating the fact that they encaged and severely beat up or even killed black people. This song is sort of like a war cry for them. It's a chanting of celebration for them. Today we survived that, and Gayton expects us to sing this song that reminds us of the torture and the trauma we have endured through the apartheid era. It's like asking the Jewish people to sing songs in memory of Hitler. South Africans are being made to sing the song of our oppressors. We are being made to pay an apartheid debt, which its weapons were meant to kill us. And then Gayton is going to stand there and say reconciliation comes with pain and sacrifice. Which race is really feeling this pain of reconciliation? Why are we made to make all the sacrifices when we didn't even start this war as black people? I knew this convict was going to betray us in the worst possible way when he got his minister position. He is willing to sacrifice the black people so he can remain in his minister position, because God knows you can't go over the Ruperts, the white capitalists, and the Stellenbosch mafia, the hand that feeds you. So you need to appease them. I get it. I understand. And unfortunately, the black people are bearing the brunt for the sacrifice. Mackenzie's hate for the Julius Malema party, the EFF, or should I say Mackenzie's personal hate for Julius Malema and the EFF is making him look stupid, because he did not understand what the EFF is really saying about the African version of the national anthem, the stem. The EFF is saying we can find another Afrikaans version or a suitable Afrikaans lyrics for the national anthem if we desperately need Afrikaans in our national anthem. Just not the stem, because it is offensive and a reminder of a painful past. Get new Afrikaans lyrics and we will sing it. We have no problem with Afrikaans being part of the national anthem. We have no problem with Afrikaans as a language. We are saying the stem is offensive and a painful reminder. So remove that version and get new lyrics to replace it. New Afrikaans lyrics to replace it, and we'll gladly sing. So Gayton McKenzie must not come here and victimize us and gaslight us into thinking that we are still living in apartheid era. We want to go back to the apartheid era. We can't change anything. We don't want to change anything. We don't want to change anything. We don't want to go back to the apartheid era as well. But you're not going to gaslight us when we tell you that we will not chant songs of the oppressors that remind us of the brutal killing of the black people. After all, Gayton is not black, so he wouldn't understand the struggle. What do you think of this segment? Comment to us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora.